Hi guys, I'm gonna share a an email and some photos with you guys. This is a story from a friend of mine about his trip to a temple, Buddhist temple here in Kamakura, Japan. I'm at a Shinto shrine, by the way, right now. You can see some small kamidana behind me. This one's got a little god peeking out of it right there. I'll show you. I'll try to remember to show you. Well, I'll show you now. Otherwise, I'll forget. You want to see the little god? It's Daikoku, the god of the rice harvest, and he's peeking out there. See it? The little god in there. That's Daikoku. He's standing on his bales of rice. He's like the Japanese Santa Claus. And then there's just these little shrines. This one's the whole body of the shrine's missing. That one there. Another one over here. This one's got some kitsune fox statue in there. Messenger of the god Inari, the god of another god of the harvest. Okay, here we go. This one from my friend David, who told me it was okay to say his name, and he'll let me know if you know, with stuff like this. Hi friend, this is a photograph I took in November of 2006. This is Kenchoji, a really old Zen Buddhist temple in Kamakura. One of my favorite things about the temple is some huge cedars which are over 700 years old, if I recall correctly. Ooh, yeah, you're thinking of the big cedars, or I've got one right here. This is actually not a cedar. I used to know what it is, but I forgot. Zip around here, right behind me. This is a sacred tree. I'm standing in front of it. Don't stand in front of the tree, man. There you go. It's huge. Take a look. You can see how big it is. Give you an idea. Huge. See the shrine rope around it? Thinking about investing in a mic that I can carry like that, so I could do that mobile thing. You can kind of see over here. There's another one. Usually there's trees like this flanking. See the shimeno rope around there? There's usually there's my bike. Here's the shrine, and here's another enormous tree right there. Ooh, I just saw some insects flying. Very big, and this whole shrine has just a canopy of trees above. Very, very nice. Okay. Hi, dog. Good dog. Those are called koma inu. They look like lions, but inu means dog in Japanese. I haven't quite figured out the distinction. Sorry, gotta take a second to get this on here. Oh, I know why. Because I'm just supposed to do it this way. Sorry. You'd think I would know better. Okay, there we go. Are we back? We're back. Okay. I give you the file in its original size, so you might have fun exploring it. That said, you might want to shrink it to see the whole. I used it as my desktop wallpaper for about a year. I hope you don't mind if I share it with everybody. Let me know. You can't see the whole photo, just a bit of it there. Nice. A little extra information. This is as far back in the temple as one can go as a lay person. I think monks can wander in some of the paths in the woods. This is the mind character pond in quotation marks. Although you can't see it fully, this man-made pond was created in the shape of the kanji for mindfulness. I had a nice few minutes sitting on a rough-hewn bench, staring at the pond and being mindful. Good activity. Hi, mosquito. Go away. I'm trying to be mindful of the mosquitoes. Oh, there's another one. Having it on my desktop was a good reminder for me. Now, a few additional thoughts about the photograph per some of your videos. I haven't read this far, so it's new to me too. Kurt, guess what you've been looking at? Kurt, guess what you've been looking at? A walled garden. Ah, I know what video that is. The walled video I call the Walled Garden of Faith, I think. One of my religion videos. People don't like me when I do the religion videos. Okay, I'll keep with your message. Sorry, Kurt. Guess what you've been looking at? A walled garden. Everything is painstakingly and carefully controlled. Even those beautiful little pines have been carefully manicured to resemble tress that have been weathering the wind and storms. I'm sorry, I'm not reading well. When in actuality, they are shaped by the monks. I'm also struck by that some areas of the grass seem so worn that it seems like nothing's growing. You know, that's funny. I was just off this weekend and I was in a really beautiful little place, you know, way off the trails, you know, nothing. And it was just so picturesque, and I was thinking, this looks like just like something out of a temple, you know, with the rocks and the like you know, said, the withered vines and stuff, you know, bough of a tree sticking out. And I was thinking, this looks just like a temple, and that's just what you're talking about. However, the temple was made to replicate that kind of stuff. Interesting. So Japan basically it gives the impression of wildness in there, I got to use that word, in a natural set, in a domestic setting. Look at what's outside the garden: undergrowth, overgrowth, wilderness, power lines, unseen things to explore. I would actually argue that the pursuit of an authentic, living, mature faith does not exist inside a figurative, manicured garden. Just by design, a faith journey cannot remain in such a garden, except perhaps in the most hermetic lifestyles. Faith by nature is tested and is buffeted. Consider the costs of quite a few people who lived out their lives, who lived out their faith and belief. Socrates, Jeremiah, John the Baptist, Paul the Apostle, Dietrich Bonhoeffer, I don't know that person. The Christian martyrs referenced in that monument you shared in a video. Not exactly a manicured garden. I'd give more examples outside of the Judeo-Christian tradition if I knew more. They're definitely out there. And certainly, Muhammad is an example of someone who embraced conflict, and Buddha is one who renounced wealth and became a mendicant. I do think you're right that the faith of many people may be driven by a fear or a reluctance to think outside a picture-perfect garden, or a fear of letting others walk outside that picture-perfect garden. I will attach a very short Ray Bradbury short story, Jack in the Box, which ties directly to your metaphor of walled gardens. So Jack in the Box, check that out, guys, if you see this video. I read this sometime late in high school and loved it. It made a powerful impression. Take your time with it and savor it rather than skimming. I apologize for the extra text on the side. I could only find this story on a Russian website. It's best read on paper, bound in a book, or of other Bradbury short stories. The faith scripture I meditate on as my koan today. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Yeah. Enjoying the available light from Lounge Weather Channel today. Good description of that. You know, I'm hesitant to speak on this because my position is changing more, and I'm stepping away from, you know, we all have something that we're active in life. At least I think that's important. I wasn't very active. I was pretty much active in just having fun and adventuring for most of my young life, and I didn't do a lot for the world around me, except when I was rich. I did do a lot of charity when I was rich, but then when I was no longer rich again, I stopped doing that. And so now I want to do that again, and I don't have any money, so I try to do another way. And at first I thought that I would be a champion of reason and logic, and that would entail in some ways, you know, going after faith and religion. And I'm not saying this is kind of just stepping aside from everything that you said there, my friend, from David. And you know what? I think instead what I'm going to work on is, oh, sorry. Jeez, where'd that come from? Sorry, God. That's the trouble getting old. You can't control your flatulence. Anyway, on a stinky note, I'm just full of it today. I'm sorry. I'm being irreverent and I'm being silly. Instead of going after that, I want to work on creating a place, helping young people in particular in feeling the void that they might find in their life sometimes and the challenges that they find. And so the whole thing of faith, although very interesting to me, and this is something kind of like I love to talk about it with you and the like, is probably something I'm going to be talking less about as I work on more things. But to the point of what you were saying, faith to me, I'm distilling it down lately as simply a fear of death. It's just we don't want to die, and if the world of reason and logic and the like gives us no recourse to to that. There's no evidence that we will exist, we will survive our deaths. And what I want to do is try to help people to be more comfortable with their mortality. And if they can be more accepting of that, then they may be more open to making the most out of the years that they have, rather than making a greater investment in the hereafter, and perhaps missing out on some fun now. I'm going to stop at that, and I want to show you before I go though. Someone carved graffiti into this tree, and not a very respectful thing to do. Interesting. Kaji. Interesting. Nail. Huh. Interesting. Probably kids. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Sorry for this kind of just rambling, weird, disrespectful, and here farting in front of a shrine, and disjointed response. It's good to talk to you, friend. Talk to you later. Bye bye.